popular. I'm gonna be popular. Oh, we are. Hey, they better had to cut that part out right there. Do not put that in the documentary. So you want me to basically just talk about how I got to where I am today? Well, it all kind of started overseas, you know? Yeah, that girl Kibo. Oh man, I think she was my first true love. Let me just tell you how it all went down, okay? So it all started like a spring, I believe it was. And I'm gonna try to give you this as accurately as possible, as best I remember. But I just knew I felt like it was gonna be a great day that day. As I walked outside, I took the bus a lot, so I ended up getting on there, and I was gonna go play myself a little bit of basketball. So I get to the court and I remember I was easily distracted, man. I saw this girl walking by with a long brown ponytail. I stop her and start chatting a little bit. Now I had her laughing and all that, man. I was feeling good about myself. And she had like the cutest little smile I have ever seen. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. So I ended up actually getting her number, right? And we were vibing and I felt like I could go a little further. But that was actually a huge mistake. I tried to give her a kiss on the forehead and she said, "No, sir." But as that happened, I see this other girl walking by.
She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah.
She literally had me speechless for a while. I could not even bring up any words to say. She was so beautiful. And I finally started getting a little flirty with her. But she had to go and do something. I was like, man, there is no way I am letting this girl get away. I'm trying to get the courage up to ask her to go on some type of date. And I'm like, man, I might as well shoot my shot. I mean, I am trying to be an NBA player, right? And she is excited about it. She says, yeah. When you look at that, so of course I'm hyped up. I'm going back to the basketball court. Now you know I was making all my shots.
What in the blue moon?
Well, most of them, okay? Don't be... Alright, I made some of my shots. I was still practicing and getting better, and all of a sudden I get a notification that my date is starting now. I didn't know it was this early, so I drained one more bucket, and then I head out.
Yeah, I'm running the city. Don't gotta ask if it's with me. Yeah, I play the block like a Wimby. Shoot till it's empty. Sticks in the back of the Bentley. Look, I feel like Kobe 24. You know I had to ice my wrist. I've been ballin' since a young. You know I had to stack my chips. Bending corners, 12 personas. Know we had to take them risks.
So I ended up getting to the spot. Of course, you know I took the bus. Hopefully she didn't see me getting off of that thing, bruh. I'm gonna have to get a car soon. But here we are, we were talking. I felt like I already had a crush on this girl. I don't know what it was, man. But she was really amazing. And we were vibing. Our relationship was getting even better.
I feel my heart is going full speed. I can't control it. Can't keep up with the rhythm of it all.
And then out of nowhere, I see this homeless guy. I was gonna give him some money, but he just goes and starts digging in the hot diggity dog trash can, man. I'm like, what is going on? And some girl, she got so mad and punched the vending machine. I'm like, dude, this little town I'm in is a little crazy. But I had to get back to the main mission. I was still talking to Kibo.
Try to give it up right now, 'cause I know what you need. You want only the best and nothing but the best for me. So I gotta figure it out right now, 'cause I know what you need.
So our date finally ended and I watched her walk away. I'm like, dude, how did I ended up pulling that? I could not believe it. And they had this little arcade basketball game around in the park. I started playing that. Of course, you know I made every single shot because I'm a beast. And then I wanted to get something to eat. I was starting to get hungry. They had these really good paninis, man. I'm telling you, them things were so bomb. And then out of nowhere, Just the thought of those memories slipping away makes me want to write them down. I got this text message from Kibo. I'm like, yo, that's one of the sweetest things I've ever heard, dog. And then she says, it was an honor to spend time with you. Thank you for accepting my feelings. I was feeling on top of the world, man. I was on one of those little kitty toys and everything. And then, am I in heaven or something? This chick walking up to me right now. Now I know she a little crazy. She the one that was punching that vending machine. And she had a man walk up. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Don't you think what we have is a brand new start? But we're good as dead before tomorrow comes. Only thing that we got to glue it up is your toxic attitude and that nice big so you.
Man, I'm not trying to cause any trouble in this city already, so I decided to go back to the apartment. This is the first time you're actually gonna see it. It's not anything special. I told you I'm watching it for my parents while they are out of town. But I started making like YouTube videos, and I always practice speaking in the mirror before I decided to actually get behind the camera. I did some gaming stuff. I started uploading about MLB The Show, and people were digging those videos, so I kept on doing it. Cause my brother was big in baseball, so it was easy for me to find the stuff to talk about, you feel me? And I would really just lock in when I got behind that computer. I felt like nothing could stop me.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Mouths inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe.
But then I get this notification. I had this cool little iPad thing that showed the map of the whole city. And I had something on my calendar. I can't remember what it was, but I think I ended up just deleting it because I really had to lock in and finish this YouTube video. So I got that thing done, but then I was feeling really hungry. I went into the fridge to see what we had. Oh, we had my favorite, these leftover noodles, dog. I used to kill these things almost every single day, okay? I was tearing them up, I'm telling you. This was all that I needed in my life. Well, besides maybe Kibo. And of course, basketball. But these things always made me sleepy. I decided I needed to lay down and hopefully not get caught up chasing these dreams. I knew that was probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
Shout out to the most annoying alarm clock. Those noodles were good, however.
That's nasty.
Hey, you said you wanted to know everything. They did mess up my stomach from time to time, but I felt like I was gonna go outside and invite Kibo over and tell her that I had something important to tell her. But I remember I sat down on the bench, and this guy sat down next to me and started giving me relationship advice. It actually came at a really good time because I was about to hit up Kibo. I could not get that girl out of my mind, and I wanted to ask her if she wanted to go on an official date. And I swear, man, I do not know how she got there that fast.
Try me. I bet you gon' like me. Lava, yeah, me. Lava, yeah, me. Lava, with me.
So it was funny. I literally scooped her off of her feet, and we started talking about where we would want to go on a date. I was just excited about going on one. It really didn't matter to me, man. And we ended up finally agreeing on something. Then we had to figure out what type of attire we wanted to wear. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be fly out here, so you might want to dress like you going to a party, you know what I'm saying? But I was just glad we got that out of the way. It was time for me to get the biggest hug I have ever gotten.
All we gotta do, we can pick up where we left off. Always wanted you, baby, we can be the best us. Oh yeah. Yeah. Been around the block, but I'm back cause you the best out.
Then out of nowhere, she sends me this weird text. Right after we left from each other, I'm like, bruh, wait a minute now. Don't tell me this girl crazy. I am not leading her on too much, am I? I was scared to pull it up, but I finally do. You are the most precious person to me in the world. I think that's what she said. And I put a question mark. She said, you can tell me later when you're ready. What in the blue moon does that mean? Hey, but on my computer, I had this little kitty game I used to play. Don't tell nobody about it. It was pretty fire, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I started winding down for the night. It was a long one, man. But before I hit the bed, I always ate like a piece of mango. Those things were so good, I used to tear them up, you feel me? And I was thinking to myself, maybe I should buy a car. I can't be going on a date and she see me getting off the bus. So I was looking online for one, and it was something that I definitely needed to sleep on. Maybe I'll get to that tomorrow. So I felt like I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I checked my phone, I got a spam message. It started off kind of weird because I replied to this thing, and they said they are not spam. I'm like, what? Okay. And I went to turn on the TV, and it ended up like blowing up. Yeah, man, I was fuming. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna have to fix this though. So I went and got my tools. I went into that room, and I went to work on that TV. I'm not sure if it's actually gonna work or not, but I'm an impulse buyer. I'm like, forget it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that car. I'm gonna get that thing in all black. And we should be looking fire when we go on our date. But let me see if that TV is working. Hey, I was starting to like some of that K-pop, but I went outside because my car arrived. I'm like, oh man, look at that thing. No, I didn't take no selfie with it.
They wanna stop and take a little photo. Style when the bars make them go loco. Maybe we can get down, maybe we don't know what tomorrow brings. Yeah, 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 do you know I follow the wind, I follow my soul.
So I got inside the whip, I'm like, yo, I am loving this thing. I can go on the date in style. I remember I rolled down the window, and yeah, it was raining. I was like, yo, roll that thing up real quick. I did not want to get the interior wet at all, so I rolled the window back up, and then I was off to the races. I was about to hit up this outdoor gym. I think it was close to the beach or something like that. I felt like that would be a good idea to get a workout in. And I arrived there. It's called Muscle Beach Outdoor Gym. I was like the only person out there at first. I was like, man, I probably need a spotter, but hey, I'm Neal Bridges. I can do anything. I did like 20 reps or so, you feel me? No, actually I did like 2. Then I had to rack that thing back up. I tried to get on one of the pull down machines, and I told the employee over there, yo, I think this machine is broken. There's no way I'm not able to lift this. What is going on, dude? I picked up the dumbbells. I'm like, all right, this is something easy. I should not be struggling and grunting like that. I figured I'd try to do a little clean pull or whatever it's called. I put that bar right back down, dude. Then I got to the squats, which was the biggest mistake. If someone would have been recording me, I would be all over TikTok because I literally could not stand up. I thought I was gonna die, man. When I was finally able to muster up the strength, I put all these weights up. I'm like, nah, we are not gonna hurt ourselves when we have a date later on tonight. And I ended up talking to some guy in the muscle gym. He was giving me some tips and tricks on how I can get stronger. I'm like, yeah, I really appreciate that. But I went back to the basketball court for a little while, hit my shots, worked on my dribble moves you already know. And I figured I'd go check out this new burger spot that I heard about. It was just around the corner, I believe. But then
Holy moly.
I started getting this bad cough. I'm like, no. This is not happening today.
That's nasty.
Hey, I know it sounds disgusting, but I'm going to this burger spot. I am pretty hungry after working out with quotation fingers. It reminded me of Five Guys. They had these really good burgers. You had to order them on like this machine, and I had no idea. what the screen was saying, so I was just basing it off the pictures, but I always got this really good burger. I would tear that thing up in a couple bites. And most of the time I was still hungry. They had these really good donuts. I would kill those things too, man. But I figured it was time for me to find an outfit for my date later on. So I got up out of there. I was walking down the street. I swear I passed that girl with the ponytail. Good thing she didn't even see me, because I had more important things to take care of. So I ended up pulling up to this store. I can't remember what it was called. I think Nooks or something like that. And I went in and I was talking to this nice lady that worked there. I told her I need something exclusive. And she said, well, head upstairs. That is where we keep our best gear. And I was thinking about buying this hat, but I felt like I looked stupid in that thing. So I ended up not really getting anything, but I felt like I'd still be able to get fly for later on. And it was starting to dawn on me. I need to head home and get ready. I'm only a couple hours out from going on one of the biggest dates of my life. I mean, maybe she could turn out to be my true love, who knows? I think I brushed my teeth for like an hour and was in the shower for a while too. But then I felt like I was super fly when I got dressed. I had a name for it, I can't remember.
Jazzling.
Oh yeah, I said I looked jazzling, that's what it was. But I was a little bit tired. I figured I'd snooze and take a quick nap. I probably would have overslept if she wouldn't have texted me. A message came through. I feel like I can overcome anything when I felt like I was dreaming when I read that part. But I woke up. I was gonna go ahead and check my messages and get ready to leave for our date, and I click on that thing and she done said, I love you. I am gonna be optimistic, man, even though I feel like she said it way too quick. We've only known each other for like a day or so. Being together is good enough. And she said, you complete me. And it's that time to head over here and see what she's all about. I did feel super confident when I left the apartment that night. And it was raining, but it was like a calming rain, like a mist almost. And I finally met up with her. I had a beautiful bouquet of flowers. So of course, you know, she loved those. And we just started vibing and picking up from where we left off. I grabbed her hand while we talked, and I really started getting feelings for this girl.
Baby, don't you ever be afraid of falling in love with me. Let me be your parachute.
Man, I was super exhausted after a long day. I didn't even change clothes. When I got home, I got straight into bed.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Hot off the press, brand new news, front page, who is this? All black on, real low key, take a guess. I stand out from the rest.
So I ended up waking up feeling really refreshed. I ate some breakfast. I felt like I wanted to go out. I had a hot dog on the beach.
Pause.
Oh yeah, pause. You think you funny. Yeah, you got me there. I ended up going to this little amusement park. It was like on the water, a boardwalk, and they had one of those pirate ships. You know what I'm talking about? I ended up riding that. I was like the only person on there. I'm like, yo, please don't let this thing break down. But I ended up getting through that. And then I wanted to ride a roller coaster. Oh, no, I didn't scream, man. You really think I got on there and screamed? Oh gosh, no! Hey, hold on! Cut the ride off for me! Cut the ride off! Okay, maybe a little bit, but that thing was fast. And as soon as I got off of there, I started feeling sick. I'm like, I knew I shouldn't have ate that hot dog before I got on the ride. And this girl, the employee that was working there, she was giving me like a pep talk, trying to get me not to puke. It was the funniest thing ever.
Stars ain't hard to find.
of the best, and you by my side. That's my peace of mind. And even on the cold day, she just wanna roll with me. From the bar to the stool all night, just you and I, two-stepping in a dive bar.
So it was about that time, party of two. It's just me and her. I invited her over to the apartment. And before I know it, dude, she literally just got right up and walked over to the elevator and went up. I'm like, oh gosh. Is that a sign for me to go too? All right, boys, here we go. Let me not screw this up.
Me like it. Every time you wake up, stunning with no makeup. Me like it. How you call my name up? Got me feeling way up. Me like it. Haters trying to break us. Them know they can shake us. Me like it. Baby, me no chaser. Get ready to take off. Oh.
I mean, you can imagine what went on. Let's just say she ended up staying quite a while. But I might give you part 2 of this. We shall see. That nasty.
Peace.
I can never find no hottie like you, my baby. Would you be my number one? Number one, A, number one. Number one, A, number one. Number one, A, number one. Won't you be my number one?